let it out. Done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out.
Let's get it.
Let it out, get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Let it out, get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the flex perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, it's like that and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a fiend, ate some as a way of coping, take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji.
Welcome back to Redondo Sports. On tap tonight, we have the Redondo Union Seahawks against the Rio Hondo Cares. It's the D5 Southern Section CIF Championship. I'm Coven Mystery here with Edward Riantasso and Julius Choi. We got an incredible matchup on hand. The Cares come into this matchup as the 1 seed, undefeated, the 2-time champions looking to make it a 3-peat. On the other hand, the Seahawks are the lowest seed, the 16th seed, but they're coming into this game with a lot of confidence. The Seahawks are a Cinderella story, and they caught fire at exactly the right time. This is going to be an incredible matchup. Stay tuned to Redondo Sports. And Edward, what do you think is going to be an X factor for the Seahawks here?
One player that is on my radar will be the quarterback, Cole Leinert. He was injured last Friday night at Loyola with an ankle sprain. He did finish the game, however, but the question on everyone's mind tonight is, how is that ankle tonight, and how will it be enough to carry him through 60 minutes for the championship here?
And of course, the X factor for Rio Hondo Prep will be their running game. They have 4 running backs that rushed over 500 yards this season, and one of them should be the player to watch for Rio Hondo will be Noah Penanuri, player number 31, 107 carries, 1,200 yards rushed, and a total of 31 touchdowns.
Yeah, and there's 5 keys to the game right now for these two teams who are chasing a ring. And the first one is the playmaker aspect. For example, on the Seahawks, Bo Osmus has 83% of the Seahawks touchdowns in these playoffs, all but one. And as mentioned by Julius, Noah Panuri averages 120 yards per game just on the ground. So that will be a key factor. Another key to the ring will be the pace of play. The Seahawks want slower pace, lower scoring. That's how they've won their games so far. And as for the Cares, what can you tell me about that, Edward?
They average 36 points a game in this postseason. Rio Hondo would love to keep the game high scoring and fast paced tonight.
Absolutely. For the third key, the special teams will play a huge factor. If the Seahawks, for example, can gain momentum there, they can try to put a stop to the run game by stranding Rio Hondo. Julius, how can the Seahawks try to establish their will through specialty teams?
And like you said, Rio Hondo is a very run heavy. So Rio Hondo, they love to take their time running the game, and not only that, the special teams, for Redondo Union, Parker Blavins, they have a really good kicker. If Parker could kick the ball as far as towards the end for a touchback, that would be a really good sign for the Seahawks.
Absolutely, and the fourth key will be staying healthy. As Edward mentioned earlier, Cole Leinart suffered a high ankle sprain earlier in the playoffs. He missed part of the Loyola game last week when he re-injured that. It'll be very key for the Seahawks to keep him on the field. As for the Cares, what can you tell me about that, Edward?
Well, they had Yannick Diaz start all year at the quarterback position, so they actually don't have a backup quarterback unprepared. If he were to get hurt tonight, that'll be a big task right there for...
Yeah, absolutely. They might not be prepared in that case of adversity. And for the final key, it is going to come down to heart. Who wants it more? This game will not be decided by X's and O's. This game means too much to be decided just by strategy. For this team, the team that will win will be the team who wins the one-on-one battles. They're going to have to win that single coverage. They're going to have to beat one-on-one blocks. They're going to have to make the open field tackles or break them. This game is going to come down to who wants it more, and I am absolutely thrilled to see it. You can get rid of Keith.
Hold down that blanket.
A little over 10 minutes to go here before this game starts. Both crowds filling up fast, more than I've ever seen the Seahawk Bowl filled up. Remember, this Seahawks student section was voted #1 twice in a row.
Love you guys.
So this will be an absolutely electric matchup, and that's not just counting the players on the field. Get ready for everyone to have an impact here in this bowl, because the energy, the momentum will be a huge part of it.
Yeah, that's correct. Also, it's been a long time since Redondo Union has been in the CIF championship matchup. The last time they were here was a long time ago, 1944. A lot of us weren't even here yet. I know, of course, I wasn't. But it'll be nice to see Redondo Union close off this magical season, gentlemen, with a championship win here tonight after everything they've been through this season.
Yeah, it's truly just been a magical season. I've heard the term Cinderella story a lot because that's really what it is. The 16th seed, lowest seed, they started off by beating an undefeated Torrance team, which is a testament that this Seahawks team can pose a real threat to this undefeated Cares team, as well as beating some other teams in Loyola and St. Paul when it looked like the odds were stacked against them. This has been a magical run for the Seahawks. On the other side, however, Rio Hondo, their season has been defined by pure domination. There's seldom been a game that's been close for Rio Hondo and their opponents, and they're going to look to keep it that way. They're looking to cruise to another title and looking to get their third in a row. And so the Seahawks truly need to step it up here. But I know that they have risen to the occasion the entire playoffs, and I expect this one to be a battle all the way through.
Well, one thing as for certain, Common, this season or this past year, the Kansas City Chiefs tried to get 3 straight Super Bowls, and unfortunately they were upset by the Philadelphia Eagles. Question is, can Redondo Union repeat the script and upset the undefeated team here tonight, going for that three-peat?
And of course, this is not the only time that we saw a potential upset, an undefeated team losing to a team with 3 or 4 losses. We've seen that in the NFL. Back in 2007, the Patriots were undefeated, lost to the Giants, a wild card winner. Mind you, the Giants won the wild card that year and won the Super Bowl. So that is one heck of a Cinderella story.
Absolutely, including their win against Torrance and those 2 NFL wins. Seahawks have a blueprint that they can follow. They are going to look to get it done. Rio Hondo Prep still on the field warming up. They're all business right now. But we are about 10 minutes away from kickoff, and I'm absolutely hyped. Stay tuned to Redondo Sports.
Good evening and welcome to Seahawk Bowl here on the campus of Redondo Union High School for the 2025 CIF 7 Section 4 Division 5 Football Championship Finals. This evening's game features the Rio Hondo Prep Cares and the Redondo Union High School Seahawks. At this time, would you please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Redondo Union High School Junior ROTC, and join us in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem by the Seahawk Marching Band. We especially ask you to keep in your thoughts all of the men and women of the armed forces who have and continue to fight overseas. That you direct your attention to the center field for the coin flip.
Coin toss about to be underway as we get ready to kick off the Division 5 Southern Section Championships.
Officials are neutral, representing the commissioner, and are selected because of demonstrated ability. Spectators are encouraged to support their own team and are requested to display proper sportsmanship with respect to the opposing school and the officials. The
Point is
CIF-SS
flipped.
section thanks you for your support of high school athletics.
And we are set for the player walkouts, and we'll get underway with the game. Some sportsmanship being shown.
All right, basic, am I clear? Can I go out?
Oh yeah, motherfucker, let's go! Oh yeah! Hold on, boy.
Yeah.
Once again, let's welcome the teams.
Excuse any foul language as the Seahawks run out onto the field.
And the Redondo Union High School Seahawks.
Seahawks take their spot. Rio Hondo Prep soon to follow.
The Southern California Ford dealers are proud to sponsor the CIF-SS Section Championships. When the community
As the Seahawks special teams are set to get out there.
students, stop by your local dealer to see the entire Ford lineup.
Parker Blevins to kick this championship game off. What a moment here for these Seahawk athletes and these Rio Hondo Prep athletes. This, for many of them, is their third crack at a championship. They've won 2 in the past 2 years. They're looking for a third. Seahawks hungry for the first since World War II for them. So this means a lot to both sides.
Parker Blevins to kick off.
12 minutes on the clock. First quarter shown. We are set to get underway. Boots the ball and off we go. Takes a bounce, takes another bounce, and it'll stop at the 1. Rio Hondo has to take this, and they will get pinned inside the 10. We called special teams as a key, and what a start for these Seahawks.
Yeah, Rio Hondo thought that was going to go into the end zone, but unfortunately it stopped at the 1. They had no choice but to pick it up, so very poor field position for them to start their first drive.
And like I mentioned earlier during the pregame show, if Parker Blevins can just kick it right just below that end zone, that would be a great call because Rio Hondo, they're a run-heavy offense, and they love to take their time running the ball.
From the shotgun now is Rio Hondo. They hand the ball off, and he dives forwards for a gain of 3.
And Rio Hondo already starting formation, a pro set. You got the 2 backs directly right behind the quarterback. Quarterback always under center for those plays, and you'll be looking a lot of that during the game.
Yeah, excuse me, that wasn't a shotgun. I misread because there were 2 running backs in the backfield, and so keep your eye on that. They might have an option. Their second leading rusher is listed as a fullback, but that's just because he's the second running back. They like that formation, and they will look to keep it rolling. Play action, he's going deep, too far for his intended receiver. He was looking for number 9, Elias Har, and he almost had him.
Yeah, Elias Har had a 37-yard touchdown reception last Friday against Lucerna, and they didn't throw the ball much here in the last game. They only had about 4 pass attempts, 4 for 4. They'll only throw the ball if they need to. So let's see what they'll do here on this next play.
And the Seahawks defense already giving a lot of pressure to the Harris O-line.
7 yards to go for a first.
Already an early third down. This one will be a toss down the outside. Penanuri looking for some room. Some tackles. See if that's enough. He's definitely close. They will give it to him. That's a first down there for the Cares.
Yeah, they do a good job running the ball. They had almost about 200 yards rushing last Friday night, and here we go on the third down, going for that conversion. They did. First down for the opposing team.
And of course, Penanuri leading the team 1,200 rushing yards just for the senior running back with a total of 31 touchdowns, 22 of them rushing. He's the key player to the game.
Yeah, Penanuri averages 120 yards on the ground per game. He showed why there, that pickup. Now he'll go down the middle. Excuse me, that was number 12, Nathaniel Shine. Looking for some space down the middle. None given by the Seahawks defense. Looks like Ricardo was one of the many in on that stop.
And a covenant in this game, expect Rio Hondo Prep to use either the pro set with the two running backs or even with the T formation. 3 running backs right behind the QB. And CCB, they're going with the T formation here.
Some motion here. They will hand it off once more. Cutting down the outside, looking for some space on Osmus. And he had a little bit of room. That one was number 3, Christian Lee on the carry. Good cutback there, finding the hole.
Big challenge here for the Seahawks. This defense has only allowed an average of 9 points in this postseason, and it's going to be a big challenge for them. Look for players such as Lincoln Esparza and Brock Herrera and others to step up their game here tonight against this very aggressive offense.
As we take a look at the starting lineup for this Redondo Union defense, a lot of talented guys here. And as that toss goes, they almost break through before Delatorre gets in on that stop.
Great stop there from Santi Delatorre. He was playing almost like a roving spy as a linebacker, but he saw a run play as soon as he penetrated the gap, and that was a great tackle by Delatorre.
Yeah, but Har found some room there, and the Seahawks, that's troubling if they cannot stop this run game. That means that Rio Hondo can do whatever they want on offense because they can control the pace of play. Seahawks will look to make sure that cannot happen, and I imagine they'll tighten the line right now. 1st and 10 right now. Some motion again. Rio Hondo will hand it off again. Good job by the Seahawks swarming the ball. Esparza got there, but not before Ricardo did the majority of the job. Penuri goes down.
And that's what Redondo's going to have to do there. They're going to have to close those holes fast because Rio Hondo can do a good job running the ball either on the right side, the left side, or even up the middle. So very important for them to close those holes real quick before damage can be done.
And as Julius mentioned, they like those 2 running backs in the backfield. Keep your eye on that as they will look to surprise with who gets the ball. This time it's a play action. Looking deep and it does not go. Yannick Diaz was looking deep but couldn't find any of his guys, and that will bring up 3rd and long right now. Last 3rd and long, they converted on the handoff, but that didn't happen this time.
And that's just the second time that Diaz decides to go deep. Again, for the second time, overthrows his intended receiver. So that pressure by that front 5 is really giving Diaz a hard time to set up to throw that ball.
Third and 10 now. Let's see what Rio Hondo has up their sleeves. Some motion, a pitch out to the outside. Looking for something, and he's tackled short. Seahawks gonna stop. Devin Gomez doesn't find the hole he was looking for. That looked like Iglesias was one of the many in there as we take a look at that replay.
Yeah, again, they're Redondo doing a good job trying to close those holes really
As you see that, he's gonna have some pursuit there, and he's gonna go down. 4th and 7. Looks like the offense is staying out there. Quite a bold decision. Let's see if it's a hard count or if they're actually going for it.
Oh, it's the championship matchups. You got to do what you have to do at this point. Give them credit for going for it. It takes a lot of guts this early.
Lining up in the shotgun is Yannick.
They're going wide here for Rio Hondo.
Yannick Diaz. Oh, he'll punt it himself. That punt has some carry. Let's see where they pin the Seahawks. Wow, they got him at the 1. What a punt. Smart play. We've seen that before at this high school level. The Seahawks themselves have done that, but they pinned the Seahawks offense deep with the quarterback punt.
Very, very challenging moment here for Redondo's offense. The defense did their part, but unfortunately, they're going to be deep in their own territory, so no mistakes cannot happen here.
7:25 on the clock right now. The Seahawks just looking for some breathing room.
Yeah, just want to talk about that trick play. That was a great punter for Yannick Diaz. And of course, 4th down, Redondo might have been thinking that with the shotgun and with the 2 receivers on to the far right, they were spreading out. So this is the first time that Rio Hondo spread out. But in the back of their mind, the Seahawks really thought, are they really going to pass here? But it was a great trick for the Hares on that play. Hare.
Leonard fumbles, and that might be a safety.
No.
Looks like off the snap, he didn't quite get it. They'll call it down at the 1 yard line. Dangerous play for the Seahawks. Let's take another look at that.
How fortunate is that for Redondo to recover it and avoid a touchdown or a safety?
Right there, yeah. You see the ball loose down there. Good call by the referees, noticing that it did not cross into the red paint. And so Seahawks on 2nd and 11 now. After a lucky break, Osmus gets some breathing room. He's getting moving. He stays on his feet. Osmus getting going. Bo Osmus to the 20, to the 10. 100-yard touchdown for Bo Osmus.
When in doubt, you go to Bo, and that's what Redondo just did.
Bo Osmus is one of the star players for this team.
I cannot believe that. Seahawks look down and out after that special teams play, after that fumble, and Bo Osmus goes 100 yards himself.
He had 64 yards last week against Loyola on a reception. Here, he takes it almost 100 yards. And keep in mind, he rushed for 129 last week, and he got a chunk of it in this play right here.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that gap he has initially. Right here. This is the gap. What you're going to watch how that is going to accelerate. Look at that acceleration. Nobody on screen for Bo Osmus. And that's a touchdown as the Seahawks take an early 6-0 lead and they'll look to make it 7 with Parker Blevins to kick this extra point.
And Calvin, we thought there was going to be another possible mistake happening in the red zone, but Bo Osmus again bails out his team and he takes it to the distance, and they took the 6-0 lead early here in this game.
Blevins looking to tack one more on. Automatic with it is Parker Blevins, and that's 7-0 as this home crowd is absolutely jumping right now.
6 minutes, 31 seconds remain in the first quarter play. Redondo Union 7, Rio Hondo Prep 0.
Yeah, and just one play really electrified this crowd here. The Seahawk Bowl is going crazy after that play.
And just to mention earlier in the game, Calvin, you mentioned that special teams will be important in one of the 5 keys to the game. Of course, Redondo Union started out with a really good kick, and Rio Hondo with a trick play, lined up on the 1. But of course, my backfire for Rio Hondo as Bo Osmus ran for nearly 100 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, they could have pinned him back 200 yards behind the end zone. He still would have gotten that. That was incredible athleticism from Bo Osmus to convert on that play. Blevins to kick it away. This one looks like it'll be received by Rio Hondo. He fumbles it, picks it back up, and makes a guy miss. He'll get it back to the 20 before he is tackled down by a few Seahawks on the play. Yeah, looked like Nathan Horta was one of the ones on the play as we take another look at that one.
First and 10 from the Cares 22.
He drops it initially, but picks it back up. Get back. Handoff goes, looking for a hole. A nice tackle there by the Seahawks. That was number 56, Aiden Musau on the defensive line there, who got in on that one. Good stop. Let's take another look at that one. You're going to watch him just bear hug him and rip him down. That's a great tackle.
It almost looked like a body slam there, or a quick bit.
Musso started out in the middle of the line, and he look right there. He's also starting in the middle of the line too.
Trick play there by Rio Hondo, trying to get their guys on the outside. Tackle made by Westbrook and Esparza there after a solid gain for Rio Hondo Prep.
Elias Har, the ball carrier.
They like to get Har with the ball in his hands. Speedy ball carrier number 9. Keep your eye on that.
And for Rio Hondo, give it credit as we see a replay here. Hands it off to the running back, and great passing coverage for 2 blockers. Found an opening, got tackled by Westbrook. It's a first down for Rio Hondo.
Blank slate here on 1st and 10. Rio Hondo in that same formation. Some motion there, and they'll look to throw. That pass is completed before he's chopped out of bounds by Osmus. Nice pickup by number 25, Rain Pollock.
Complete. Number 25, Rain Pollock. Tackled by Esparza along with Bo Osmus.
4:50 to go as a timeout is taken. Oh, excuse me, not a timeout. A stoppage from the referee, but we are set to resume play. Inside Redondo Union territory, 1st and 10. Come the Cares.
How about that last catch there by Rain Polk? He's listed as 6'2". He also plays linebacker, so very fortunate for his size to catch that last pass.
Handoff goes. Nothing doing there.
Great stop from the Seahawks defense. They automatically knew that as soon as that O-line created that open gap in the middle, that they already met the running back for Rio Hondo.
Absolutely. Chico looked at that hole and got excited for a minute, but then Seahawks stuffed it up. No room for Chico on that play.
Number 65, Keen Sauerbow, assisting on that tackle.
Under center now. Yannick Diaz hands it off to the fullback. And number 12, Nathaniel Shine, is tackled after a solid gain, bringing up 3rd and short. Cares are happy with 3rd and short. Translates nicely to their run game as they look to equalize at 7. Right now they're trailing 7-0.
Shine had 14 carries, 56 yards last Friday against the Lancers, and you see right there, very, very good position for him at the fullback. Quick handoff there and able to get a lot of yards and sets up this 3rd down very easy for Rio Hondo.
Yeah, and on 3rd and short, I would not be surprised if he gets it back.
In this case, this would be the best opportunity to hand the ball off to him again. So I agree with you right there. I wouldn't be surprised if they do give it to him. And he's lined up behind the quarterback, so he might get it here again.
Keep your eye on Shine, as that one is whistled dead. Timeout taken by Rio Hondo. Their first charge timeout.
The first timeout of the first half of play.
Just over 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Seahawks with a strong start.
Network. For playoff and state championship live streaming and highlights, visit CIF-SS.com. Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend created to hydrate better than water. Gatorade, is it in you? Wilson Sporting Goods has an unwavering commitment to the game. Their dedication and drive fuels sports on high school fields and in professional stadiums nationwide. Wilson is proud to be the official football partner of the CIF-7 section.
3:08 on the clock. Third and short here, potentially crucial down. The Seahawks look to get a stop. Cares in motion now. Handoff does go to Shine down the middle. He's breaking some tackles inside the 30-yard line. A red zone look now for Rio Hondo.
Yeah, just terrific run blocking from the offensive line for the Cares. And as for the Seahawks, they have 5 players on the line of scrimmage. And even with that, as we see a replay here, Calvin, I mean, look at all that pass protection, that run blocking. It's on the opening there. It's a great run from the Cares.
Yeah, it took Osmus with a leg lock tackle to get him down. He beat a tackle from Iglesias first. And now on 1st and 10, let's see what they're going to attack with. Toss down the outside now. Trying to cut inside again, and a hard tackle puts him down just inside the 25.
Again, we're seeing that running game going into effect. Again, running it outside and inside is what they do best. We saw it last week, and so far they're bringing it out here tonight. Again, Seahawks need to close that hole on the sides fast in order to prevent the big gains there, Julius.
77, Mikey Ricardo with the tackle.
And of course, Rio Hondo, like I mentioned earlier in this game, they love to take their time running the ball. And slowly they are approaching the end zone. And the Seahawks, this is a do or try.
Play action now. Rio Hondo looking deep. Pass is just short. Har cannot come down with it. Del Torre over top of him on the coverage, and that will bring up 3rd and medium. Looking at warm-ups, this is about the Cares kicker's range here from 35. As we take another look at that one, quarterback took a shot there, and just in and out of the hands of Har.
Yeah, Harkin just couldn't complete the pass, and so far Diaz off to a slow start, only completing 1 of his first 3 passes.
And all four of those attempts are very close calls. Seems to be that Rio Hondo trying to play mind tricks. They have 2 receivers on the right, trying to figure out that maybe they're going to run to the right, or maybe they'll fake it as a motion and run to the left.
And Shine is in there, so watch out for him. This could go to him as the last time they went for it on 3rd down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some creativity. They haven't liked to throw it out of the shotgun at all this game, but we might see some creativity in terms of the end around that we've seen a few play actions, as there's some confusion on the field.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of mind tricks going on down there. A little time stalling there. Now it looks like they're going to re-huddle again.
Yeah, some extra time for them here in the huddle. Let's see if this extra time to think comes up with a more creative play.
I noticed that one of the assistant coaches for Redondo Union is speaking to one of the line judges. Could it be the clock, maybe? Could it be... Well, the head referee is looking straight at the scoreboard, so it might be something with the clock.
Yeah, I imagine that could be one of the things they are discussing, as still some confusion. Clock still reads 1:31.
So it's 3rd and 6. That's correct. 3rd and 6. The markers are correct. 3rd and 6.
Officials ask for the clock to be set at 2 minutes, 31 seconds.
Looks like they're going to reset it at 2:31. Looks like there was a clock issue.
So
yeah, extra minute on the clock. It accidentally went down to 1:31, so it is now 2:31. Some time for Rio Hondo here. And they get the false start, or excuse me, the encroachment. They get the defense jumping. Defense a little anxious, and it'll bring up 3rd and much shorter.
Yeah, it looked like Redondo Union was about to blitz there. We saw looking at Sparks, the linebacker. He was maybe a few yards away behind the D line, but he slowly approached. But Rio Hondo with the cadence got him.
As we see, this carries down the middle. It looks to be just enough for a first.
Hand up to number 12, Nathaniel Shine.
First and 16 now. Or excuse me, first and 10 from the 16.
Well, how much did that encroachment penalty really hurt Redondo, because it gave Rio Hondo a chance to just go for 1 extra yard, and that's what they got, and fresh set of downs here.
Yeah, let's see if they can get some retribution here as they look to rush straight at the running backs. An end around again. He's got some room. Har into the end zone for a touchdown. Rio Hondo Prep gets on the scoreboard with 1:45 left and brings the score to 6-7.
That was a great fake from Diaz and the Cares offense.
We're going to take a look at that replay.
And as you see a replay here, ladies and gentlemen, there's a fake from the tailback, and he was just wide open. Osmus
Look
in a one-on-one.
at that hole.
And no one within mile of range there.
As the extra point is through as well. 7-7 now.
Easton Jara out of the hole of Tyler Dane completes the point after touchdown. 1 minute 45 seconds remains. First quarter of play. Redondo Union 7, Rio Hondo Prep 7.
So a tie game now, as we're just over 10 minutes in to this football game. $1:45 left in the first quarter. Seahawks set to receive. You see Zeno at the top of your screen. Osmus on the other side for the kick return.
Easton Jars kick off. Bo Osmus along with Christian Zeno deep for Redondo.
It looks like Osmus and Zeno are going to switch sides of the field here.
Maybe a plan to scheme to get Osmus the ball. Seeing which way the Cares are looking to kick it. Instead, it'll be Zeno to return this one, and he's going to get moving. Down the middle, he's wrestled down hard at the 26-yard line.
Christian Zeno on the return.
Heavy tackle there, but Seahawks will get the ball at the 26-yard line with 1:38 in the first quarter to work with.
Well, after Redondo Union got on the board with that hot streak, as we see this return at Zeno, watch at the end of the play how aggressively that tackle was.
From the shotgun now, Leinart maybe his first chance in this game to throw because of the early, huge Osmus play, and a timeout taken by the Seahawks. Pre-snap.
And one of the assistant coaches for Redondo Union not happy about the play, seen shouting at his team. So
yeah, something that might have contributed to it was Osmus is on the sideline. It doesn't look like he'll join the huddle for this first play. And so that could be troubling for the Seahawks. But they have Zeno in the backfield. And let's see if they will try to take a shot early. Coach Keith Ellison has been known to do that from time to time.
You know, gentlemen, as we watch Cole Leinart in this huddle, one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the kickoff is how is that knee or that ankle feeling for him. It was reported this week that he was in a walking boot for most of the week. So the real question now is, now that he's off that walking boot, how is he going to be able to move around, and also will it affect his throwing abilities here tonight? And looks like we're about to find out on this first play if it's a pass.
From the shotgun, here's Leinart. Lionheart will play action down the middle, completes it to Ortiz. 10-yard pickup on the slant route, and the Seahawks pick up a first down.
Rio Hondo defensively, they love to play a zone coverage, especially for the past 2 games playing a lot of zone. They love to cover that whole backfield, but in that first play, it was man-to-man, and so Cole Liner saw that one-on-one coverage from Ortiz, and that was a great play there.
Lining up in the shotgun once more. Let's see if they'll give Liner another opportunity. This time, they'll hand it off to Zeno. Zeno cannot find a hole. So defending there by Rio Hondo. Ready for that one. Physical at the line, stops him short.
Stop for no gain by number 56.
Looked like Nathaniel Shine was one of the many in on that tackle. Shine leads this Rio defensive line in sacks. He's crucial on defense and offense. Now Liner on 2nd and 9. Another play action, another slant to Ortiz. Copy of the first play of the drive with the play action slant route. And that's another big pickup for the Seahawks.
Yeah, if you notice Cole Liner, he is not drawing back, stepping back for his passes. It's mostly of a quick shotgun huddle and throw. So it looks like he may be just quick throwing it here.
As we see that pickup by Ortiz. Now Liner from the pistol. We'll hand it off to Zeno. Zeno finding a little bit more room than the last run off of a 3-yard carry. They'll give him 4, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6, as that will do it for the first quarter of play. Seahawks doing much of what they were looking for here in that first quarter. And they are on the verge of a productive drive so far. A few passes to Ortiz. And we are going to send it down to sideline reporter.
Hey guys, Chloe DeVillia here, and I'm currently down on the field. We are done with the first half, and the Seahawks are out to an early lead thanks to Bo Osmus's 99-yard rushing touchdown. However, the Cares have just scored, and we are currently tied at 7. This is still anyone's game.
Thanks, Chloe. Lot of good things here for the Seahawks, and they are looking to take another lead. Something worrying is that we haven't seen Osmus in the offense for this drive so far, but he's in the huddle, and he will take the field. So Seahawks will look to take what's been a solid drive so far and improve it even more. Leinart so far is 2 for 2 throwing.
Well, it looks like what Redondo's trying to do is not to have Bo out there a lot. As you know, he'll be the #1 monitor there for the defense. So it looks like key other players are going to have to step up here.
Osmus in the backfield. He will get the handoff from Leinart, and he finds some room again, getting some acceleration as he is taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's like magic every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, we saw Bo Osmus just running around right behind Cole Liner, trying to confuse Rio Hondo. As we see a replay here, you see Osmus running around behind Cole Liner. Liner has the ball, and he saw an opening in that middle, and oh boy, Bo Osmus, got to watch out for him.
Now from the shotgun, they'll hand it back to Osmus. Osmus fighting through some contact, but a flag is down in the middle of that.
Penalty flag thrown.
9 times out of 10, that's holding, and this will fall in that category.
Against Redondo.
1st and 20 now for the Seahawks.
And now we'll see if Redondo Union Seahawks can overcome penalties. We've seen so far in a couple games this season that penalties really kill drives, and here they're going to have a task here to go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 20.
And Rio Hondo defensively here in this game, playing man-to-man coverage one-on-one, and maybe that's why they bought in Bo Osmus. Maybe Keith Ellison knows that, hey, they're doing single coverage, so let's put Osmus in.
From the shotgun, Leinart with Osmus in his backfield on 1st and 20. Seahawks will play action and toss it to Ortiz again. Ortiz has been making his money off that same play action slant route, but 3 for 3. Seahawks are not complaining.
And again, Cole Liner, just a quick grab and pass, finds Adrian Ortiz, and getting a good job for him to get a lot of that yardage back from the penalty. It will set up this second down back at the original line of scrimmage again. Good catch there by Ortiz.
Yeah, as we see on that replay, he fell forwards, getting some extra yardage. So 2nd and 10 now for the Seahawks. Some motion on their line. And Leinart from the shotgun. Play action pass. Another slant to Ortiz. This time he is hit hard on the slant and cannot haul it in.
Yeah, Adrian Ortiz was right there. Leinart saw him too. But Ortiz just really couldn't get the control of that ball. So it's our first Butterfingers here in this game.
I'm looking at Cole Leinart there. His right ankle seems to be bothering him a little bit. So you wonder if it's the reason why he is throwing those passes really quick there. If you wonder if something's wrong.
And we also saw a hard hit by number 9 there. That was Har, who definitely made Ortiz feel that one. But Ortiz stays in the game. Absolute trooper as we see 3rd and 10 here with Leinart in the shotgun. Leinart will hand it off, and fighting for more yards is Zeno. Zeno's close if he doesn't get it. That'll bring up 4th and very short.
Yeah, very different call there on 3rd down to run the ball. It looks like Leinart is going to stay out there, and they'll go for it here on 4th down and instead of kicking a field goal.
Yeah, it looked like a good play, and now it is 4th and about 3 here, maybe 2. Seahawks might show run, but keep an eye at the top of your screen. They have one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, the previous play, Rio Hondo with that zone blitz. Same formation again here.
One-on-one coverage at the top of your screen, and a timeout is taken by the Seahawks.
Timeout of the field called by Redondo. Their 2nd timeout of the first half of play.
So Redondo Union has used 2 timeouts so far as they look to set up for this crucial 4th and 3.
The California Army National Guard stands ready to face these challenges to protect our communities. If you would like to be a part of that experience and earn amazing benefits, visit nationalguard.com or your local recruiter. Live here, serve here.
Seahawks get set to head back on this 4th down play. Harper and Osmus at the top of your screen. They'll stack with each other. Keep your eye over there, as they will look that way, but the pass is batted down by the Rio Hondo defensive line. That's a turnover on downs. Seahawks come away with nothing off of a heads-up play by Rio Hondo.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They read the play. They knew where they were going, as you see right here. They knew where they were going. Watch Liner throw it in. Tipped at the line of scrimmage.
That hand right there was enough. That was enough to stop the Seahawks.
Getting a hand on that pass.
Handoff down the middle now. Finds a little bit of space, but not too much. And Gomez will be stopped after about, generous marker. They'll give him about 6 on the play.
Rio Hondo did a good job on that 4th down stop. Now it's going to be up to the Seahawks defense to prevent Rio Hondo from scoring here, as they shut the door on the offense a couple of plays ago.
And here goes Rio Hondo again. Same formation.
Movement here on the defensive line once more. Let's see. Yeah, they got Redondo jumping again. That will set up a new set of downs for Rio Hondo. 8:55 here for the Seahawks, or for both of these teams. 8:55 in the half as Rio Hondo looks to go up-tempo. Down the middle with the fullback. Nothing doing there for Shine, but he gets about 3 on the carry.
Nathaniel Shine, the ball carrier.
I just want to talk about that false start from Redondo Union, number 65, King Soval. Freshman starting in his first varsity game.
And on the tackle, gain of 3, second down.
Down the middle, some room there as a hard hit goes between Osmus and the ball carrier. That was Devin Gomez there on the collision. Strong stop there by Osmus. As we see that heavy hit. Let's take a look at the replay of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bo was able to get up after a hit like that. Man, he took a shot.
Yeah, it was like helmet to helmet, but glad Austin's doing okay. And plus that player for Rio Hondo.
Now on 1st and 10. Rio Hondo off the handoff. This time they find no room. Seahawks have had success on incredibly run-heavy teams, and they are implementing some of that game plan in on this one. Let's take another look at that last hit. Some physicality on that one. Boom.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Oh, and they got Redondo off on another encroachment, the second one on this drive.
They got Redondo again. Yeah, that's crazy. Seahawks will look to stay more disciplined now.
Yeah, Rio Hondo with their cadence, playing mind games for the Seahawks right now. And as you see a replay here.
Now Rio Hondo on 2nd. Looking deep and well defended by the Seahawks. Della Torre gets there in time. Nothing there for Har.
Yeah, very fortunate there that the pass was dropped. It would have been a completion right there for a first down. A big play here for that Seahawk defense as the momentum has shifted over to Rio Hondo's side.
Pass coverage for Redondo. Incomplete pass leaves the Cares 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
3rd and 5, and this might be 4-down territory. So is it likely we see another run here?
It's very crucial, but Rio Hondo Prep, they did have some trick plays with play actions, but 3rd and short, it's very crucial for them to really think carefully of what they're going to do here.
We'll see a play action pass. Oh, a nice arced pass. Finds his running back with a lot of space. Della Torre tracks him down all the way to the 1-yard line. What a play. As we take a look at that replay, that was Chico on that huge catch and run, and what a throw by Diaz to get it over Ricardo.
Yeah, just look at that distance between receiver and run and defense. Santi Della Torre, only one able to make the play there, had to run diagonally through the field.
And of course, so Chico, he just squeezed through that defense. He was wide open for a huge gain.
Yeah, that pass was incredible too, to feather up high and give Chico a chance to run into it. Now here on 1st and 10, they will hand it off down the middle, 1st and goal, as that will be a touchdown. He hits the fullback. Hard to see where that ball was, but it's in the end zone. Rio Hondo takes the score to 13-7. And you
this-
take a look at that replay.
See a replay again, the quick running play. As we mentioned, Rio Hondo, one thing why they're the two-time defending champions, they tend to make the other team pay for missing on opportunities, and that's what they just did here.
Straight through the uprights is Easton Jara. And the score is 14-7 as the Seahawks trail by 1 score. But with 5:44 left in the first half, the Seahawks will look to equalize, and they have the time to.
Nike is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF.
Yeah, Julius, you wonder if that 4th down failed attempt really hurt the Seahawks' confidence, because they were actually confident before that. Would you have called to go for a field goal there just to get the 3 points?
Well, like you mentioned earlier, this is the CIF game, so all the pressure is on. So that the fourth and short, especially, a lot of teams had to go for it. But in that just previous play, they were around maybe between the 30 and 40-yard line. So field goal would have been in the minds for Redondo, but of course, Redondo Union, because they were 4th and short, they decided to go for it on the 4th down.
And Kevin, let me ask you this question as I asked Julius. On that 4th down, would you have gone for it, or would you have just kicked the field goal and get the 3 points?
For the Seahawks, I personally would have gone for it just like the Seahawks did. And I like that call. I just think it didn't pan out for the Seahawks. I think that if they keep playing the right way, though, they will get something. As Zeno receives this one. Zeno has a hole, breaks 2 tackles down the outside, cutting it back to the middle, and he's past the 30 on the return. Excellent job there by Christian Zeno, making the Rio Hondo Prep team pay for kicking it to him, but a flag is down on the field, and that is on the offense.
Tackle on the return by number 18, Nicholas Harrington.
It's going to set the Seahawks back to start this drive.
So Seahawks from good field positioning get pushed back almost to their 10-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something about these penalties. They have committed a lot of penalties here in the second quarter.
Absolutely. I'm sure that's something that Coach Ellison will talk to them about at halftime. But for now, Leinart will hand it off to Zeno. Zeno gets him a little bit of space with a pickup of 3 on the carry. Good job by him getting down by diving forwards, picking up those little extra yards. 5 minutes to go here before halftime.
Rio Hondo Prep looking like they're going to go man-to-man again. They got 4 linebackers, 4 defensive linemen. Bo Osmond's top of your screen, a solo receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. Keep your eye on him and his blazing speed. As the pass goes that way, it's tipped, but not intercepted. Rio Hondo fooled Leinart. As you saw, he thought some of the linebackers would come down. Instead, they stayed back in hook curls. They were going to get a hand on that one as we take another look at that. And I'll demonstrate what I mean. Right here, he did not expect number 3 to drop back. So, number 3 got a hand on it, and that one fell incomplete.
Very fortunate that it wasn't picked out. Would have been a key turnover there for Rio Hondo. Now, Cole Leinart gets another shot here on 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, though, as you mentioned, this will be a keep down. As he has some pressure on him, he'll throw it away, gets it completed. Heavy hit on Zeno, who holds on to the ball, but a flag down in the end zone. They might have holding as some linemen desperately look to make sure that Leinart wouldn't get sacked. Flag in the backfield is never good news for the offense.
Looks like the penalty marker was thrown after Leinart threw the football, so it was either...
Never mind then. Yeah, that could be roughing the passer.
Actually on...
No, it was on the Seahawks. So that will be declined and 4th down for the Seahawks, and the punt team will come on.
Seahawks are going to have a discussion after this play. A lot of mistakes happen here on this drive. And so far, the second quarter hasn't been really friendly for Redondo.
Brings up fourth down situation for the Seahawks. Robert Christensen in punt formation.
Christensen to punt. That one does get off, but goes out of bounds. Christensen does not get all he wanted to on that punt in good field position with 4:12 left here in the first half for Rio Hondo Prep to take this to a 2-score game.
Yeah, definitely not a good time for that to happen as it costs Redondo there. Now Rio Hondo, as you mentioned, are going to have the ball in good field position, possibly another opportunity to score.
And for the Seahawks, defensively, they've been playing a 4-3 base. Bit of a bounce between zone and man-to-man, but at this point, they're in a not-so-good area right now for the Seahawks, and they have to stop. It's Rio Hondo Prep.
Ricardo and Herrera are the two edge rushers. Let's see if they can get in on this run play. And Ricardo does, in fact, get the tackle, bringing down Devin Gomez on the carry. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Gomez may have run into a few of his players because that went almost nowhere really quick.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Yeah, in that previous play, Redondo Union had 5 players on that line of scrimmage. It looks like they're going to do it again.
Yeah, they're trying to full commit to stop that run, and I like that strategy here for the Seahawks. As that one gets handed to the middle, somehow breaking free is Christian Lee on that one. Also the leading tackler for Rio Hondo, but he leaves his mark on the game with a big carry there, bringing 3rd and manageable as we take a look at that replay.
Yeah, Christian Lee listed as 6'2". As you see, it was very difficult for them to tackle him. You see, look at his height really makes it difficult. And again, putting his head down, trying to get those extra yardage on that play.
Now on 3rd and short. This time a play action pass. Lot of room, but it is dropped by Har. Har got away from Esparza, his defender right there on the play action, but it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down.
Oh, and
as we take a look at that replay.
Har is going to wish he would have that one back. As we see, again, blown coverage by the defense. Wide open, it just cannot complete the catch.
And it was one-on-one coverage, and look at that. I mean,
he's going to wish he would have that one back there.
Our second Butterfingers of tonight.
4 yards to go for a first.
So looks like they will go for it on 4th down. Keep in mind, the Seahawks have jumped for encroachment 3 separate times. So right now the Seahawks need to not take a penalty here. They need to be ready for whatever Rio Hondo has in store, but they cannot take a penalty. Timeout taken by Rio Hondo. 2:30 to go here in this first half.
Well, it looks like Rio Hondo didn't like to see what defense they saw out there, so they're going to decide to take it over. But Julius, in his position, would you still go for it or at least kick a field goal?
Well, Redondo Union, those past few possessions, they have been stacking that line of scrimmage for 5 offensive linemen, 6 offensive linemen. But at the same time, it's almost like they're running like a 5-3 zone. Yes, they have those 5 linemen on this line of scrimmage, but they have those 2 or 3 defensive backs on the field. So right now, Rio Hondo, they have to go for it. Because right now, they're up by 1 possession. And if they really want to get an advantage against the Seahawks, why not be up by 3 possessions?
CIF to create a better future for California's student athletes.
Well, one of the things I disagree is in any scenario you want to get points. Every drive you always want to come up with points, either 7 or 3. I think it's maybe a good time to at least get 3 points. You'll be up by 10. So far, the momentum's on your side. I would say just kick a field goal here.
It is definitely a long field goal. 35 was about the range I saw in warm-ups. But It's looking like the offense is on the field.
Keep your eye on
Stacking
Shine.
the box right now is the Seahawks.
Very tight space.
And a timeout is taken by the Seahawks, making sure they have the look that they want. So that's the last timeout of the half for the Seahawks, as we'll get even more time to stew it over.
Yeah, we saw the Seahawks just packing that line of scrimmage, getting as close as possible.
You know, one thing too, it looks like it was a good thing that Redondo did call that timeout, because it looked like Rio Hondo was going to go for that hard count, the hard count that's really got them to jump off sides. So very fortunate they called timeout.
Offside twice in this game, and
Three
Ali
times.
caught
Actually,
three
four
times.
times.
And of course, those penalties later on added to a touchdown.
So right now, the Seahawks are going to look to get a perfect jump on the ball without jumping off sides. It's going to be crucial that they can react first and plug up any holes that Rio Hondo is going to try to create, but they have to stay with no yellow flag. So crucial fourth down here. Seahawks looking for a stop. Trips at the top of the screen. Or excuse me, two people, and they'll pitch it to the side. Some room now is Chico. Chico converts for a first down off of the pitch play.
They went for his speed. They called the right play, and now they got the first down.
And I mean, Collegero Chico, senior, listed as 5'8". So that short height of his is a big advantage. He could just squeeze through his Ono line, as we see a replay here. And I mean,
watch him slip by Delatorre there. You're right. That does boil down to him being smaller as a player.
And his speed as well, really incredible, as we've seen in his game, especially on the last drive where he had that big reception that set up the touchdown that gave them the lead.
Now 1st and 10 here for Rio Hondo. They hand the ball off. Flag on the play as he gets about a 4-yard gain there. Looks like holding on the offense, but let's see what the stripes will say. Holding on the offense is correct, and so that will bring it to 1st and 20 as this Seahawks flock is appreciative in front of us.
First penalty of the game for Rio Hondo might change the momentum there a little bit, as it's going to be 1st and 20 here.
10-yard penalty puts it at the 23-yard line. 1st and 20.
Seahawks got to watch it for Chico, number 11.
Looking to pass. Finally hit on that crossing route, but a good tackle. Looks like Delatorre in on that stop.
Number 2, Tyler Dang.
He got it to Dang, who is their leading receiver. But look at this pursuit by the safety. That's Delatorre.
Yeah, good job there by Santi Delatorre, knowing where the ball is at, and it was a good tackle there in the defense. After allowing that play go for big yard, is able to stop it there right away. Just a 5-yard gain on 1st down.
45 seconds now on the clock as this ball is pitched to the outside. Osmus can't get the tackle, but a good tackle there by number 24 on the Seahawks. Celis with an excellent, potentially touchdown saving tackle. Now inside 20 seconds on the half.
Tyler Salas with the tackle. Gain of 6 brings up.
They might choose to run it out and kick the field goal. Looks like that is what they will do.
3rd and long.
Oh, they're going to play it. Handoff. He's going to throw it. No, he's not. Hit out of bounds by Esparza there, and the clock runs out on that. Interesting clock management by Rio Hondo as we take another look at that, but that'll do it for the first half. He might have been looking to throw, doesn't get it there. Herrera forced him to the outside, and Esparza cleans it up.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Looks like they were going to try to throw it for the end zone, but again, give them credit for at least holding onto the ball because anything could have happened. But very, very weird play there. You would think they would call their last timeout to go for a field goal, but they didn't.
Yeah, it seems to be Rio Hondo going for the Wildcat with the running back trying to throw, but a bit of a miscommunication with the QB and the running back. But, of course, Redondo Union with a terrific stop.
Yeah, so all in all, 14-7, Seahawks cannot be too unhappy with this. They've had some missed opportunities, but they have shown that they can go strike for strike with this team. A bright spot, as always, has been Bo Osmus, and the Seahawks overall are looking optimistic. We're going to send it down to sideline reporter Matthew Crawford.
Hey guys, Matthew Crawford here. A gutsy call to go for it in the 4th and short territory, deep in care territory by Redondo, didn't end up paying off for them, and now it's the 7-14 carrier lead as a result with a touchdown pass late in the quarter. However, momentum is slightly favoring the Canes. However, Seahawks are still looking to get the score down and looking to tie this game up at 14. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Matthew. As we have stated, an excellent first half of football. Going to be an absolutely electric second half as we are set. 7-14 the score. Seahawks trailing by 7. About 15 minutes until halftime is over and we resume play. Stay tuned to Redondo Sports.
From tonight's game.
Tomorrow's anew, and I'm still local enough to you to with a Charleston too. Slim Shady, hotter than a set of twin babies, and a Mercedes Benz with the windows up when the temp goes up to the mid 80s. Calling men ladies, sorry doc, but I've been crazy. There's no way that you can save me. It's okay, go with him, Haley. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. That like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to
in the building.
Yeah. Don't wanna be a player. I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for. Don't wanna
For my thugs, for my thugs.
I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Still down below. Who's down the crowd?
Yo, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm gone. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks, in-house beach, French couch seats, 10,000 east, rent out lease, with an option to buy. Copping the 5 with bands from where I'm not. Up in the sky, off in the lie, with my twincito, up in the Benzito, with my Kiko from Queens, nickname Benito. We go back like PAs and wearing PJs. Now we reach the P gauge, running trains for 3 days. Who wanna ride? It won't cost you $1, whether sore for harder. Of course, you're still gonna holler, mama, I'm thick. I rip up through your hooters, I'm sick. You couldn't measure my with 6 rulers. Hold up, true lie, I'm all about getting loot, but I knock that bull if you out to get cool.
I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for.
Uptown, baby, uptown.
I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Still down below.
I love from point if you can, the black brand, but last I don't discriminate. I regulate every shade of that. Long as you show class and pass my test. Fat and breasts, highly intelligent bachelorettes. That's the best, I won't settle for less. I want to get a brunette with unforgettable sex. I lay your head on my chest and feel my heartbeat. We can park the Jeep, pump off deep and just spark the leaf. It's hard to creep since I found Joe. Every pretty round brown wanna go down low. Put this boogie down professional. I'ma let you know once I put the blows. Get your clothes, cause you got to go out the door downstairs. Little brown hairs everywhere.
You nasty twin.
I don't care. Round here they call me Big Buns. If you with the big guns, big tongue, known to make a chick hot tub, popping bubbly, rubbing your spot love. Got to scream and punish me, but it don't stop. Watch the pun get wicked when I even look be like, don't stop, get it. In a hot tub, popping bubbly, rubbing your spot love. Got to scream and punish me, but it don't stop. Watch the pun get wicked when I even look be like, don't stop, get it, get it.
I don't wanna be playing no more. Punisher, still got what you're looking for. I don't wanna be playing no more. Still down below.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with funky, yeah, this shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got sisters in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. So turn off the lights and close the doors. But for what? We don't love them hoes. Yeah. So we gon' smoke an ounce to this. G's up, hoes down. While you up for the bounce to this.
Rolling down the street, smoking it out, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Rolling down the street, smoking it out, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Back, I got me some Seagram's gin. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. Now this type of this shit happens all the time. You gotta get yours, but fool, I gotta get mine. Everything is fine when you're listening to the D.O.G. I got the cultivating music that be captivating he who listens to the words that I speak as I take me a drink to the middle of the street and get to Mac into this dude's named Shady. She used to be the homeboy's lady. 80 degrees when I tell that shit, please raise up off these NUTs, cause you get none of these at ease. As I mob with the dog pound, feel the breeze. But I just
rolling down the street, smoking it out, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Rolling down the street, smoking it out, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Later on that day, my homie Dr. Dre came through with a gang to Tango Ray. And the fact is that some bubonic made me choke. This ain't no joke. I had to back up off of it and sit my cup down. Tangerine, up now, but it ain't no stopping. I'm still popping. Dre got some just from the city of Compton to serve me, not with a cherry on top. Cause when I bust my I'm raising the bar. Don't get upset, girl. That's just how it goes. I don't love you hoes. I'm out the dope, and I'll be
rolling down the street, smoking hell, sipping on gin and juice,
laid back
with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Rolling down the street, smoking hell, sipping on gin and juice,
laid back
with my mind on my mind on my mind.
Word Up magazine, salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, you know, you know.
you know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You had a goal, cause you're the only one. I'll give you good.
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing ice and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, in dough for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, you know, you know.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. Cause you're the only one. I'll give you
Straight rider, you don't wanna up me. Got the police busting at me, but they can't do nothing to us.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Really go on in the mind like the police busting get down for this, but they can't constantly. Money over that shit side, I'm stroking harder. My ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider.
Bitches wonder why, bitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to violence, my killers move in silence. Like you don't know what I style is, New York killers are wild. My dogs is with it, you want it, come and get it. Took it, then we split it, you damn right we did it. What the F you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew, don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we blow. When we find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle, break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle, just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes, like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight, and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? I bust you and be swayzy. Stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how killers get down. Watch my killers spit round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking clown. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that green. Rob niggas on ravine. Don't make it a murder scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers, it's all about the papers. Chickens caught the vapors and now they wanna rape us. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no.
Yeah. DJ Bo to the building. I like the players. No diggity, no doubt. Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Yo, Dre, drop the verse.
It's going down, face of Black Street. The homies got at me, collab creations. Bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch.
Seahawks and Cares take the field once more. Seahawks set to return this one, a one-score game in the CIF Division 5 Southern Section Championship. We are happy to get this back underway at Redondo Sports. I'm here with Matthew Crawford and Edward Rantasso. Matthew, what's your thoughts on this one?
This one has been pretty neck and neck throughout the game. You got to imagine that the strong start from the Seahawks with that 99, I want to say, yard touchdown by Bo Osmus was a huge momentum shift in their favor. But since then, it's been almost all Canes since then, with them getting 2 straight touchdowns unanswered. But Seahawks get the ball back, and we'll see how this next drive plays out.
Yeah, and the Cares will kick this one off as well. So let's see what the Seahawks can do to answer back. They'll do a short kick, keep it away from Osmus. Bakara Lindstrom will take this one, try to get upfield, but he ends up going backwards. He'll be spun out around the 25. Solid special team strategy serves the Cares well.
Well, let's see if Redondo will be able to go on that on offense. As Matthew mentioned, they had that hot start with that 100-yard touchdown run there by Bo, but since then, it's been nothing but punting. The fourth down attempt, no good. And so far, the Rio Hondo has been really taking advantage of these mistakes by Redondo. So, again, we'll see how the Seahawks will do on this first play. But this is a pivotal possession for the Seahawks. They have to at least get some points to get close to the goal line. Can't have a 3-and-out, especially with a team that can score a lot of points.
They'll start it from the shotgun. Leinart will play fake it, and he'll sling it out. That one connects with Harper, but a flag is down near the line of scrimmage. Let's see what that's all about.
Looks like the penalty marker came in after the pass, but it looked like Leinart and Bo almost ran into each other. So we have a replay. See, did they run into each other?
Just out of that, but ineligible man downfield, because it looks like it was an RPO there on that one, so the blockers got downfield.
Yeah, that motion concept there that the Seahawks just used, we haven't been seeing much of it this game, but that was crucial in their win a couple weeks ago against the Swordsmen. So we'll see if they try to go back to what's been working for them in the past, more in the second half here, or if they continue to switch it up like they have been all game.
From the shotgun now, 1st and 15, as they'll repeat that down. Osmus in motion, he's a slot receiver. It will go to him, but it's bobbled and intercepted. That's a pick 6 for Rio Hondo. Aiden Delgadillo on that one as it goes off of Osmus's hands and into the opportunistic hands of Delgadillo.
Cole Leinert hasn't really thrown the ball over to the other team so far in the postseason. The first interception here tonight in a long time, and a costly mistake there by the Seahawks.
As we take a look at that replay, you're going to look, Osmus looked like he might have had it, but just high for him. Ended up perfect on the hands of Delgadillo, as that kick is good from Jara.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a costly mistake there by Leinert, and the pass was high there for Bo, and unfortunately took advantage.
Correction, they called that kick no good. As we'll take a look at the replay on that scoring. Down the outside off the hands of Osmus, that it went right to Delgadillo. And on that touchdown, so Jara to kick this one off as well. Seahawks with disaster on their first drive will look to bounce back on their second opportunity of the second half. This time, a short kick goes in. It's fielded by the Seahawks cleanly, making a move and getting down to the 35 are the Seahawks.
Number 22, Nathan Marta with the return.
You mentioned that missed extra point there by Rio Hondo. It might come back and hurt them, as we saw it happen to the Swordsmen in the second round against the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's those big plays there, those tip passes and those 50-50 balls that are really big momentum shifters in football. And that's now another one going against Redondo. Hopefully they can pick up the slack here, get a nice drive going, and get some points on the board.
Osmus now in the backfield, as they'll hand it off to him. Osmus looking for some space, and he'll have some. He will go down after a solid pickup of 6 yards there. Seahawks down 2 scores, but will look to get back into it, and that's a step in the right direction.
At that point by 25, Rain Pollock. 2nd and 4.
Under 11 minutes to go here, as Leinert will take it from the shotgun and give it back to Osmus. Osmus looking for a hole. He'll go down again for a nice pickup and leave it with 3rd and short.
Yeah, nothing fancy being called here by Coach Ellison. Just 2 straight inside handoffs straight to Bo Osmus, which you got to admit you can't really get mad at here, because the one big play on offense for the Seahawks has been that big 99-yard touchdown from Bo Osmus. So Coach Ellison here not trying to switch it up, but he might have to here on 3rd and short.
Now from the shotgun, here's Leinart. Let's see if they will go on the ground once more, and they will. Osmus hitting the hole with some speed, and that's a first down for the Seahawks.
Well, you're down 2 scores, and Bo's your best player on offense, and have to start going to number 7 to have him help rally this team down 2 scores.
Shine. Gain of 3 yards. Gives the Redondo 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now for the Seahawks. Let's see if they'll go back to the passing game. Ortiz in the slot. They've found some success with him on the slant. It doesn't look like he's open. That pass is incomplete. He tried going for Ortiz again. Fortunate for the Seahawks that that one fell incomplete. Good coverage there in zone defense from the Cares.
Yeah, Cole Leinert threw that over to Ortiz, but unfortunately it was into double coverage. Luckily, it was not intercepted and not another turnover there for the Seahawks.
Yeah, and I believe Bo was open on the check down there, but you got to imagine, when you're down 14 in the second half, maybe Cole Leinart just wants to get some big plays going here for the Seahawks to shift this momentum back in their favor.
This time he'll hand it off to Osmus. Osmus looking for a hole, and he gets a solid pickup there, bringing up 3rd and short. Osmus just making something happen out of seemingly nothing. On 2nd and long, he makes it a manageable 3rd down situation. Zeno checks back in at that running back position. Osmus will likely play wide receiver now, as you see him and Wonderly at the bottom of your screen. Ortiz and Harper at the top.
Yeah, keep your eye on Harper.
Don't get anything on the hard count. And Leinart was looking to hand it off, doesn't get it, but he will rush forwards and still turn it into a solid gain. But confusion from the Seahawks as to what side to hand it off to, but Leinart still keeps it close.
Tackled by 51, Troy Cito.
Yeah, clearly a broken play there. Thankfully, Leinart was able to be heads up enough to actually improvise there and get a couple yards. But still, 4th and 2 now for the Seahawks. And what you got to imagine is a need for a pickup here on 4th to keep this game close.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. And you see Osmus in at that halfback position. Let's see if they burn a timeout or if they will try to ride some momentum and quickly get that 1st down. On 4th and 2. From the shotgun, motion from Ortiz. Hand off to Osmus. Osmus trying to cut down the middle, pushing forwards. He's close.
Ooh.
He's close. Let's see what they call.
This is going to be a big play decision here.
The referees will mark him. It's going to be close.
Yeah, Rio Hondo saying 1st down for them.
No.
Let's take another look at that one, and they'll call it 1st down. Osmus on the 2nd effort didn't look like he had it, but he's going to dive forwards, and a 1st down is awarded to the Seahawks. Oh, they're measuring. Wow, never seen this at a high school level, but they're going to bring out the chains, Matthew.
You got to love it. Here we go. Lining it up with a football, seeing if he was able to cross the plane.
He might be short here.
We'll see.
Does not look like a generous spot, and he's short. Rio Hondo gets the ball back.
Listen to the away crowd. They're really fired up.
7:48 here in the 3rd quarter, and the Seahawks need a stop now. What a turn of events.
Yeah. Redondo seems to have their back against the wall now. Down 13 with 7:48 in the 3rd. Their defense needs something big here, whether it be just a simple 3 and out or maybe even a turnover. They need something to shift this momentum.
Yeah, this could be a big possession here for the Seahawks, because if they allow Rio Hondo to score, this could be the knockout blow for the championship.
Another hard count from Rio Hondo, and they will push the Seahawks back. As you see, a team captain on the Seahawks, Brock Herrera, trying to get his teammates to stop doing that, chewing some of his teammates out. It's leadership right now. The Seahawks desperately need to put a hard stop to that offsides.
Yeah, you're right about that. It cost them a lot of times in the 1st half, and it continues here in the 3rd quarter.
Now a handoff down the middle is stuffed just past the 50-yard line. 2nd and short.
Yeah, it's those little mistakes that are really adding up for the Seahawks here. Those little jumps off sides causing the encroachment calls, and even the penalties, whether it be just a holding or like we saw earlier with the deflection from Bo. It's not looking great so far. They need to get disciplined, stay in line, and try to win this football game clean.
And just look at the last few possessions for the Seahawks. 3 and outs, 4th down misses, and here in the 2nd half, interception and a failed 4th down attempt.
Now on 2nd and short, they'll likely go back to that ground game, and they'll pitch it to the outside. Osmus misses a tackle there, and eventually he's forced out of bounds by Westbrook, but Osmus inches away from that tackle, doesn't quite get it.
And I believe I saw a late flag there, and you got to imagine with a runner getting hit on the near the sidelines, that might be an unnecessary roughness call against the Seahawks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They got a late hit there on the Seahawks. Back 15 is an incredibly important call. That is quite the distinction to make, and that's putting them inside the red zone, a chance to make it a 3-score game.
And Calvin, if I was Redondo and the coaching staff, Coach Ellison, I may want to call a timeout to have the players regroup because things are not going well right now on this drive.
Yeah, the Seahawks are definitely not looking as disciplined as they were early in the game, as that handoff goes off and solid pickup of 7 on the carry for the fullback. But yeah, the Seahawks are definitely not looking solid in terms of their discipline on this drive, and they have to fix their act fast because they're running out of ground.
Yeah, even though it's a deficit right now, regardless of what happens, you still have to keep your cool, and that personal foul really did not help them. It's hurting them more.
Handoff goes for very little. Let's see if he gets the first on that one. Looks like it'll bring up 3rd and short.
Handoff again to Shine.
3rd and 2 on the handoff.
Salval again with the tackle.
This is a big 3rd down here in their red zone. Will the Cares be able to convert on another touchdown here, or will the Seahawks maybe be able to hold them to maybe even a 3 or even a stop if they decide to go for it on 4th?
Adrian Tremblay checks in on the D-line as they look to beef it up to try to get that short yardage stop. They got to watch out for the fullback run, the halfback run, or maybe even the toss. A lot of looks here for the Cares, and they will elect with the halfback run, and that's enough for the first. Tough running there from Christian Lee.
And up to number 3, Christian Lee. Tackled by number 3, Lincoln Esparza.
You got to give props where props are due. Great blocking there by the O-line of the Cares, parting the Red Seas and allowing Lee to get that big pickup in the crucial 3rd down, getting them closer and closer to the end zone.
Absolutely. Matthew, do you see them going down the middle the entire time for the rest of this drive, or do you think they'll try those outsides once more?
I would think there's definitely run plays, like you said, throughout this whole drive, but maybe a pitch or 2 here or there just to try to switch it up on the Seahawks and get a big play.
This one is a handoff down the middle, and he breaks free. Touchdown for Rio Hondo.
Handoff to number 3, Christian Lee.
Now it's Christian Lee who goes from right to left. And on the cutback, he brings the score to 26-7.
They did this last week against the Lancers. They went out on the 3rd quarter and pretty much sealed the deal. Here with 4:44 left, they have almost a 20-point lead here.
Yeah, things aren't looking great here for the Seahawks. If they want to get back in this game somehow, if they want to somehow save their season, they're going to have to start making big plays and start feeding the ball to their superstar players.
They are going for 2 here. On the carry, Christian Lee, he looks to be short. They're saying he's short. 26-7 is what the score will stay at.
It looked like they were trying to get those points that they missed on that extra point. They tried to go 2 for 1, but unfortunately, they missed both points.
Yeah, flag called after the play, though. Looks like on the Seahawks saying something. So that could be another thing to cost the Seahawks. But, Matthew, this is a very important drive, and I do not use this term lightly, especially in the 3rd quarter, but this is a must-score drive for the Seahawks. They are down 3 scores right now, and they need to get it back.
Oh, I agree completely. With the clock at 4:44 here, the Seahawks need to save themselves from the death that could be inbound in the form of them, obviously, losing this game and ending their season at this point.
And I'm not sure. It was like that penalty went against Rio Hondo.
Yeah, it was declined is what the referees decided, and so this will be... Oh yeah, you're right, it did go against Rio Hondo. Osmus and Zeno will line up at the 20.
Well, no doubt at this point, Redondo's going to have to get something going here. Down 3 scores. You want to keep it as close as you can before you go into the fourth quarter. So this will be a big drive here for the Seahawks.
.444 here in this third quarter. Seahawks need some magic right now. They are looking desperate, but they have the playmakers to get them out of this dire situation. So let's see if they can get the ball in the hands of the guys they need to get the ball in the hands of. Osmus is one of them, and he's back there in the middle.
Osmus and Zeno deep.
They will kick it to Zeno. Takes a bounce, and Zeno has some room to field it. Sheds a tackle, sheds 2. He gets past the 30 and is still fighting. Superb effort by Zeno there, and the Seahawks will look to take it up as we see a replay. Yeah, watch him shed that first one and just keep going.
Yeah, you gotta imagine, on this drive, we're gonna have to see some more passing from the Seahawks. Since this run-heavy game, which has been effective in the past, is gonna just chew the clock and eventually likely lead to an unfortunate outcome here with them running out of time. So you gotta imagine, Leinart's gotta air this out. Leinart's gotta throw deep, and he's gotta get some big plays from his receivers.
And as soon as you said that, maybe one-on-one coverage there at the bottom of your screen. Keep your eye on that. Leinart's looking the other way, though. Now looking to buy some time. He'll run down the outside. Leinart getting out of bounds. He looks to pick up about 3 on the carry as the clock is at 4:26, and it stops because he went out of bounds.
That was like Cole Leinart maybe had been trying to go deep downfield, but unfortunately wasn't able to find nobody. Decided to just keep it and just get about maybe a yard or 2, and they had to find another down.
Yeah, 3 yards is a solid pickup for the Seahawks on first down. They stopped the clock, which is what they were looking for. So the Seahawks, even when they don't get the look they wanted, snatch some silver lining there. And now Leinart to throw again. A lot of coverage. Looking at a playmaker, and this one is tipped and intercepted. Leinart looking for Osmus, but slightly underthrows it. And good defense there. Picks it off.
That's again another throw going Osmus's way, getting tipped and ending up in the hands of the other team. That's just really unfortunate here, and it's looking bleak for the Seahawks.
You're going to see right here, there was 1, 2, 3 cares around Osmus, and Osmus just couldn't come down with it as it was tipped and then picked off by number 51. That was Troy Cito on that one, and that will get the Cares the ball back. Seahawks need a quick stop.
You got to credit Lee there. Lee tipped the ball where it was going to Bo, and they were able to come up with the interception. And again, another good field position here for Rio Hondo.
Short play there for the Cares. Brings up 2nd and 8. Inside 4 minutes on the third quarter now.
Nathaniel Shine. Number 74, Randy Somerville on the tackle. Gain of 2, 2nd down.
Now the Cares are employing some of these tactics that the Seahawks were pretty known for by the end of the season when up by this much on an opponent. That which is being running it up the middle, protecting the football, and running the clock out as long as possible to maintain the lead and not allow for any funny business, which unfortunately for Seahawks fans will result in most likely an unfortunate outcome here.
Seahawks looking to stack the box once more. But down the outside goes Chico, and he'll bring up 3rd and short.
The chapter 11, Caligaro Chico. Penalty flag thrown.
Flag on the field. They might have gotten a hold, and they did, so they will push them back. As we're going to take a look at that replay, the hold is going to come on the outside right around there. He's going to grab
10-yard penalty from the spot.
and keep Somerville from getting to that play.
44. Will be 2nd and 18.
2nd and 18 on the play. Seahawks trying to force the Cares to go back to a pass-heavy offense. Cares still in an aggressively tight bunch looking to get some run plays going, and the Seahawks jump again.
Looks like we've seen that one happen before, and it happened again.
It's because you're going to notice that these Cares, the way they line up is the linemen all snap to being ready instantly, and that can fool the Seahawks even when they're not trying to run a hard count. As we see right here, they all jump to get their hand down, and that confuses the Seahawks who aren't ready for that. That was Herrera and the entire defensive line basically on that one. 2nd and 13 now. Down the outside, Chico is looking to run. He's going to get hit by Westbrook, but he gets a solid pickup there, bringing up 3rd and moderate. 3rd and 7 it looks like.
If the Seahawks want to get back in this game, they're going to have to get a stop right here on this 3rd down. They have to stop them, get Rio Hondo off the field, and get the ball back and try to do something down 26-7.
Brings up 3rd down.
If the Seahawks even want a chance to still have a chance to win this game, they're going to have to stop them here on this 3rd down. Force a switch of possession as there is a Seahawk down on the field.
Looks like Westbrook there, who was in on that last tackle. He's been a crucial part of the Seahawks, the junior cornerback, and so that is not a welcome sight for the Seahawks.
Proud to sponsor the CIF Southern Section Championships. When the community works together as a team, great things happen for our students. Stop by your local dealer to see the entire Ford lineup.
Bottom of your screen, keep an eye on Herrera, who's going to be a key part of this pass rush on 3rd and 7. Let's see if we see a pass or if they'll keep it on the ground. They will reverse it. Down the outside, tackled down is Har after a solid pickup.
Number 9, Har carrying the ball.
As you're going to see him just barely get outside of Horta. Good effort by Horta there to get him down. But with 2 minutes and rolling here in this 3rd quarter, another 1st down pickup here by the Cares.
It's really been a death by 1,000 cuts here for the Seahawks. Just again and again, these run plays on 3rd and medium and even 3rd and long, them not being able to stop them and resulting in 1st down pickups for the Cares.
That handoff down the middle is going to be stopped short.
Handoff to Shine. Tackled by Rosario.
Our last play will bring up 2nd and 6. With Rio Hondo up 26-7. Like an I formation going on that hard count. They'll run it again. And this time they get the 1st down.
Flag is thrown though. Flag is thrown.
Brought down by a flock of Seahawk tacklers.
Oh, the referees might have picked it up.
Run play moves the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Looks like they did pick it up.
Bears 1st and 10.
Again, another first down for the Cares as they keep running and running and moving forward on the field. Not looking great here for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks have to find a way to put an end to that inside run game. If the Cares can inside run against the Seahawks, there's nothing the Seahawks can do to get back into it, so they have to stop that. But right now, inside run goes, and the Seahawks do hold it pretty short.
Shine again, the ball
That was
carrier.
Shine, who wasn't quite able to break free on that one. 2nd and long still, as that will likely do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
Another Seahawks in on the stop.
So not a strong 3rd quarter for the Seahawks. A couple of Leinart interceptions. Matthew, what can you see Leinart doing to get back into the game?
I mean, you mentioned those interceptions, but those weren't even his fault, in my opinion. Or at least one of them. The one to Bo earlier on in the 3rd, obviously deflective off of Bo's hands into the defender. Nothing you can really do about that one. But the other one, he threw into triple cover traffic. As much as we need a big play here, you can't be doing that in a football game. And so I'm going to need Leinart to air it out completely. I need aggressive play calling from Coach Ellison, and I'm going to need to see the receivers step it up, get open, beat this elite man coverage and passing coverage, which we've seen all day, and maybe just get a spark plug here and lead an incredible comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see what Chloe has to say as well.
Hi guys, it's Chloe DeVilliers. I'm currently down here on the field. The 3rd half began with a score from the Cares, and they have scored again, making the score 26-7. The Cares got an interception and have been firing on offense. The offside and false start calls penalties are killing the Seahawks. This will be a hard 4th quarter, as the Seahawks will need to put in 110% to even tie the game.
Second and 7 right now for the Cares as they're looking to expand this into a 3-score game. No, 4-score game, excuse me. And so right now the Seahawks are going to look to get the stop here, hold them to a field goal or potentially even a full stop. But down the outside, Lee doesn't find much room, and that brings up 3rd down.
Well, big drive here for Rio Hondo as they're up by 26-7. As they say in the corporate world, they want to seal the deal here on this drive.
Yeah, you got to imagine any score here for the opposing team, and it's going to be over. Since it's already a 3-score game, they already only have a quarter to defend this lead, and the Seahawks are going to need something big.
Down the middle, Lee looking for some room. He's going to try to push the pile. Let's see if he gets enough for the first. He'll be short, bringing up a crucial 4th down. But from 4th and short, this Rio Hondo team is not shy. Let's see if it's a special teams unit coming on. But it appears that they will go for this.
Yeah, a whole lot of substitutions going on here. There appears to be some confusion going on in Rio Hondo.
Don't be surprised if you see a timeout.
Well, it looks like from the way it looks like there might be a timeout called. Diaz is still on the field.
Seahawks trying to figure out whether they got to put special teams out as well. Timeout is, in fact, called by Rio Hondo.
Timeout.
It is 4th and 2, so this might not be as close as initially described, and so that could be a contributing factor as to why they may not go for it. But I still expect them to decide to play this aggressive and try to finish the Seahawks off with a touchdown.
And the Division 1
Seahawks now have their back against the wall more than ever. And with their backs against the walls, it's when the Seahawks have been at their best. Remember, earlier in the season, when the record was far below 500 and this team refused to give up, clawing their way for that playoff seeding, beating the #1 seed in Torrance Tartars, making it this far to where they haven't made it since the 1940s. No matter how this game ends, you got to respect the heart and determination that the Seahawks have had throughout this whole year.
They will look to prove that heart in one more play, though, however, on this play to see if they can get their offense the ball back. Play is ran, fumbled, and the Seahawks get the stop. Seahawks snatch 0 points for Rio Hondo, and Lionheart and company will get another look.
Maybe a gimme there. Looks like Redondo still has a lot of hope. They got to stop. No points allowed. Now they have a chance to get back in this game. It looks like a fumble.
Yeah, that was dropped over there by Yannick Diaz. The Seahawks were able to tackle Diaz when he got it back.
Yeah, it's those mini momentum shifting plays there with that botched handoff that have really been going against the Seahawks all game. So it's nice to see one go against Rio Hondo here, and maybe that is what will start this massive comeback the Seahawks will need.
Let's see if Lionheart can get back into a rhythm. That one goes out to Zeno, who's hit hard on the completion. Looks like it will pad the completion stats, but not do too much for the yardage. 2nd and 9 now for the Seahawks as we take another look at that one.
Yeah, it looks like nowhere deep on first down. Lionheart, the only thing he could do was just throw it to an open receiver. Unfortunately, not enough yardage there. It'll be a 2nd down.
2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. That might be where Lionheart chooses to go on this next play. He is, in fact, looking that way. Lionheart will scramble. He will slide down after about a 2-yard gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and medium as we see Lionheart go down the middle. You're going to watch him just take this easy path.
And again, Cole Lionheart trying to go downfield. Rio Hondo does a great job going on one-on-one coverage and covering the receivers. Decided to just run the ball and slide and go for another play.
Now to pass is Lionheart. He's looking for Bakara Lindstrom. It falls incomplete after Lindstrom is hit hard.
And that appeared to be a corner blitz there from Rio Hondo as the pressure got to Lionheart fast, forcing him to go to his first read.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Oh, what a contact there at the end of the play as well.
Yeah, that was Troy Cito, who has an interception in this game already, who made that defensive play, and now that's forcing the Seahawks to go for this. So on 4th and 6, Seahawks looking to get back into this game, looking to play gutsy. Lionheart will move Zeno, but they will be forced to take a timeout. Didn't like what they look. And so Coach Ellison elects for the Seahawks to take a second look.
This will be a big play here on 4th down as they call timeout to discuss. If Redondo does not get the first down here, the ball will go back to Rio Hondo with good field position and may just seal the game.
At the conclusion of the contest for an awards ceremony.
So the Seahawks on a very crucial play, looking to build a drive, but they have to get it out of the early stages first. So right now on 4th and 6, this will define whether the Seahawks can keep fighting. Lionheart back to pass. He's got some time. Now he's taken down. Huge sack. That was number 23, Aiden Delgadillo, who had the pick 6 earlier. Now he gets his team primetime territory with a 4th down sack. Let's take another look at that. He's going to get inside of his lineman
Ball turnover on downs.
and just spin out Leinart.
Yeah, there was just nothing Leinart could do there. The pressure came, and unfortunately, a quarterback sack, and Leinart went down, and the ball will now go over to the Cares, and they're at the 9-10 yard line, possibly get another touchdown here.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to imagine this is just more insurance going for Rio Hondo here. As if they can get this touchdown, I believe that there's just, unfortunately, not much Redondo can do as when it comes to winning this game.
Seahawks looking to stack the box for the run game. They do a good job meeting the fullback where he lines. That was Shine, who did not find a hole like he has for much of the game. 8:40 here in this game as the Seahawks on 2nd and goal look to try to get another stop, see if they can get their offense back.
Gain of 2. 2nd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, again, you see Rio Hondo here employing the tactic of just waiting as long as they can to call this play, getting as much time off the clock as possible, and just trying to park the bus here and not do anything special.
Yeah, they certainly are killing time as this one goes to Lee. Lee has done a good job pushing the pile all game, gets it to inside the 5-yard line, it appears. And 3rd down will be played from the 5-yard line.
Sal Val, both in on the stop.
All the Seahawks in the box right here. That's an incredible job by the Seahawks looking to stack the box, which is a term used in football to describe protecting the middle for the run. Let's see if they can keep that from happening here. Run down the middle, it's fumble again by Yannick Diaz. He throws it away. That falls incomplete. A flag thrown. Looks like an ineligible man downfield as that throw goes.
Yeah, this one might go against Diaz there. He just threw it away. It hit the pylon. There was nobody there in the area. As we see, watch the fumble here, and then Diaz just picks it up and tries to do something else.
Looks like an ineligible man downfield. 51 is not allowed to be downfield as a lineman there, and because he did it because he is expected a run play. But when there is a passing play, oh,
they're waving it off.
They're waving it off. You guys didn't decide that he was far enough downfield.
Officials wipe off the flag. Result of the play stands. Brings up 4th down.
So 4th down still for Rio Hondo, and it looks like the field goal team might come on. Diaz comes off, so it appears the field goal team will come on. Field goal attempt here. This one looks close, but it is good. Easton Jara puts it through once more, and that puts the score to 29-7. Seahawks looking to not go away quietly as they will get the ball back.
You got to imagine, on this next possession, the Seahawks will just try to throw everything at the wall. But again, they tried that last drive, and this incredible pass coverage by Rio Hondo has really been holding them up. So you got to imagine Coach Ellison has got to drop something here, something that Rio Hondo hasn't seen yet, and something which the Seahawks can actually use to capitalize and get big gains.
Number 12, Tyler Harper, is one of the 2 Seahawks with touchdowns in the postseason. He hasn't touched the ball a single time this game. I expect him to, he's a deep threat, so I expect him on a double move, at least an attempt at getting him down the field. He's got enough speed where he can make a play. Let's see if Coach Ellison lets him loose.
Yes, Leinart has not been able to go deep field tonight. Let's see if he'll be able to try to do it when he gets the ball.
Short kick here, and it will go out of bounds. Free kick out of bounds is a penalty. And Seahawks will get some extra yardage off of that kick. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this game as the Seahawks look to see if they can get one score back. Starts with one score, and though a comeback might be a little far for the Seahawks, they are going to look to slowly, but one step at a time, get back into this game.
Illegal procedure on the kickoff, puts the ball at the 35-yard line. First and 10, Redondo.
You mentioned just previously Tyler Harper at the bottom of your screen. Let's see if they go to him. They're giving him a lot of cushion to try to keep him from the deep ball. Liner down the middle, almost had Ortiz breaking through some of the hook curls in zone coverage, but just barely misses that seam pass.
Ortiz, the intended receiver.
Yeah, I expect to see more of this from Lionheart. Just deep throws, trying to get a big play here, and just trying to do anything to try to penetrate this pass defense from Rio Hondo. That has been pretty elite so far.
Yeah, mentioned Rio Hondo does very well when they're covering big receivers, and so far tonight they've shown how dominant they've been on defense.
Yeah, and they do that really by their zone coverage. They're going to have their linebackers lined up, and they drop back in that same look once more. Lionheart looking for time. He's getting contained. He finds Harper. Harper looking to make a guy miss. He does. Gets out of bounds after picking up the first. Solid pickup by Harper there.
Pass from quarterback Cole Liner complete to number 12, Tyler Harper.
That's what I believe has been missing for a lot of this game from Cole Lionheart, that playmaking ability. As we look at this replay, him rolling to his right and hitting Harper in stride. Beautiful pass there as Harper gets past one man and breaks the tackle.
Lionheart now looking to increase the pace of play for the Seahawks on 1st and 10. Zeno looking to make a guy miss, but he is taken down for a loss. That swing pass hasn't done too much for the Seahawks.
And you see how strong that Rio Hondo defense is. Anytime they know where the ball is, they're out there, and they tackle and they attack, and we saw it right there.
From the shotgun is Lionheart. Lionheart down the outside, just high for Bo Osmus. That connection just has not been there for Lionheart.
Pass from quarterback Liner.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That connection has been not in sync tonight, as we've seen twice that overthrow led to 2 turnovers on Rio Hondo's end.
11 yards to go for a
As
first.
you see, Osmus didn't have too much room at the same time, so potentially that play was going nowhere either way, but too high for him.
Yeah, that accuracy there was obviously not ideal, and that's what I believe has been missing from Cole Lionheart's game today as we look at this 3rd down.
That one in and out of the hands of Harper. Let's see if the Seahawks go for it. 6 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, it looked like Liner had to get rid of it right away, and he threw a real dart to Harper, not able to make the catch.
Yeah, I like the pre-snap read. He knew where he was going. He knew Harper had the room to make that one. But unfortunately, on that play, it looked like Harper wasn't ready for it that early. Now it looks like the Seahawks are going to stack the bottom. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Let's see if Lionheart is looking that way. He'll take a look. This one goes to Zeno. Zeno gets tackled in open field, though, and the Cares will get the 4th down stop and turnover on downs, giving Diaz the ball back.
And that's what Rio Hondo showed why they're the 2-time defending champions, and in just a couple of minutes might have that 3-peat.
Right there, this needs to be an open field tackle right here. The line to gain is very close to there, but absolutely no extra yardage gain by Zeno. That's an excellent tackle there. handing the ball off down the outside. Shine looking for some room, but doesn't find some off the Osmus tackle.
And up to number 12, Shine. Tackled by Osmus.
Yeah, you've got to imagine we're not going to see much different from that. Just handoff to these backs that have been, frankly, the main central engine of this running back we've seen from Rio Hondo, as they have been getting all the gains, getting all in the trenches, and getting past, leading to them to have their 29-7 lead that we see now.
Off the handoff down the middle, it'll be clogged up. Inside 5 minutes now to play as Lee doesn't find much room. Third down, and the Seahawks will look to get their offense the ball back to just keep trying to chip away, maybe get one more score.
Gains 4 yards, but
we talked about this earlier. It's been a long time since Redondo's been to the championship, but what a great run they've had here this season, from 0-3 to 9-4, and to just a great playoff run they had this season. This team is really strong. They refuse to give up all year.
Absolutely, that's defined this Seahawks team. Seahawks blitzing on that pitch to the outside, and they get the stop. Seahawks will have to put some guys back to get ready for the punt because they are getting the ball back. Excellent defensive play by Osmus. It looks like he will be the guy going back. No, the offense is staying out. The Seahawks have to be wary of another quarterback punt.
Leaves the Cares 4th down.
Yeah, I believe I haven't seen the punting team all day for the Cares, which brings into question whether the punter is even here today, but you got to imagine, oh, what is this formation?
Seahawks can absolutely not jump off sides here. Do a good job staying on sides, and I expect to see a timeout here from Diaz. Diaz will kill some time and call a timeout. 4th and long, and now Rio Hondo will likely punt the ball away.
Matthew, there's going to be a lot of questions going into the offseason as far as who will be the quarterback next season. We know Liner will be going off to a 4-year school. Brady Grove in the wings, and we've seen him this season in relief effort of Cole Liner. You think he's ready to take this offense control next season?
Yeah, out of what we've seen of Brady Grove this year, I have full faith, and I truly believe that he will be a great fit as a junior to be the starter for the varsity Redondo Seahawks. In his short time with us, he showed his incredible scrambling ability, playmaking ability, and also how he was able to just get the right read, lead the team to a win, and be a leader.
Yeah, Leinart is definitely going to look to leave a few more impressions on these Seahawk faithful. However, he's got at least one more possession in him, as we are likely to see a punt. Scrap that, we are not likely to see a punt. The offense stays on the field for Rio Hondo. Osmus back just in case it is a fake and a punt. And it does look like Yannick Diaz will line up that way. Punt is away, and it will go down the outside before it is touched. And so the Seahawks will take the ball back from their own 15-yard line.
Bounces down to the Redondo 16-yard
I look like
line.
Cole Liner will get one more attempt to at least try to get a score here. It could be his last drive here as a Seahawk.
You got to imagine, Cole Liner, you want him to just go for the glory here. Try to get one last big play, one last timeless memory that he can ingrain in the Seahawks faithful, and just give the crowd something to cheer and be happy about as this game is ultimately at its end.
No one in the backfield, and now Osmus does go that way. They will fake it to Osmus and pitch it to Zeno. Zeno looking for a hole, but good pursuit there by the Cares. And that will be a big loss of yards for the Seahawks. Looks like they lost about 4 on the play.
Tackled by Christian Lee.
Yeah, that play there by the defense showed why they've been so dominant here tonight and dominant the last 2 years as defending champions.
Yards, second down.
Back to pass now is Leinart. And Leinart will slide for the sack to avoid being hit. 3rd and long now as he didn't find anything and wisely avoided an interception.
Slides down at the 10-yard line.
2:20 to go here. Doesn't appear that Seahawks will use their timeouts. Appears that the game will flow
These are down to 3rd and
as
16.
they are 3rd and 16 now. They'll throw a screen pass, and Ortiz finds no room. Stop short is Ortiz as we're inside 2 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Let's see if the Seahawks decide to go for it or if they will punt it away.
Tackled by 75, Dorian Harrington. Along with 25, Rain Pollock.
They do appear to be going for it here as Leinart is staying out there in a shotgun formation here. We'll see what Coach Allison draws up on what could potentially be Cole Leinart's last play as a Redondo Seahawk.
That's a good point. Let's see what he's got. Down the outside, just wide of Wonderly, and Rio Hondo will get the ball back. It appears they'll take victory formation, and they will cruise to a CIF Southern Section Division 5 championship.
Just have to credit them all night. They were able to counter what Redondo did in the beginning with that big run by Bo. Since then, the offense has gone cold, and Rio Hondo just took over offense, defense, and special teams.
So Seahawks keeping up morale on the bench. For so many of these Seahawks, it will be their last game in that red and white jersey. Knee is taken, and that will do it for the football game. Maybe one more knee.
And you see the great sportsmanship showing there by both players. Very good to see class sportsmanship there. Both teams gave it their all, although Rio Hondo ran away with it, but they came here, they played hard, and deserved to win this one.
Once again, Quebec Diaz takes a knee.
That will do it
That'll allow the clock to
for
wind down
the
to
football
0.
game.
Brings
The
to end
Rio Hondo
of the
Prep
contest.
Cares are the CIF Southern Section Division 5 champions.
And again,
running straight to that Gatorade. Look out, coach.
Appreciate your cooperation again. Give us a few minutes.
And again, congratulations to the Redondo Union Seahawks on just a great season, Calvin. A lot of questions after a slow start, but what a run they had. Unfortunately, wasn't meant to be tonight, but just a great season by the Seahawks.
Yeah, as you see some celebration on the other end. That was an incredible game. Both sides duked it out. Both sides wanted it. Rio Hondo, in the end, came out with that victory, keeping their undefeated record. They will continue playing at higher levels while the Seahawks end their season. But an absolutely incredible run it was for the Seahawks. From beating the undefeated Torrance Tartars to making it to the finals for the first time since the 1940s. Every single one of these graduating Seahawks seniors in that red jersey should be absolutely proud of what they've accomplished.
No doubt about it. This team will be talked about for years to come.
Yeah, you got to imagine the story of this team and how much they fought through, how many injuries this team had, how essentially poor their record was at the halfway point of the season, and how they never gave up, how they kept fighting, clawed and chewed their way for everything that they got, and eventually made it to this championship game. As you can see, for maybe the last time for a lot of these Seahawks, they will run past the cheerleaders and celebrate at least a great season and a great career for many of them.
Seahawks, after an incredible season, fall short to Rio Hondo as Rio Hondo wins the championship.
We ask that you direct your attention to the center of the field for the presentation of awards. Representing the CIF-SS section to present the awards is Jeff Taylor. We also have Redondo Union High School principal Marvin Brown to present the Redondo Trophy to head coach Keith Ellison and your Redondo Seahawks.
So the Seahawks are the runners-up here in the playoffs. An incredible run, lots to cheer about. That means something. It's something that no Seahawks team has accomplished in a long time, in 80 years. So, Seahawks get the runners-up award.
To the 2025 CIF Center Section 4 Division 5 football champions, head coach Mark Carson, and the Rio Hondo Prep Cares.
And Rio Hondo takes the championship home.
Redondo Union High School, the CIF Center Section 4. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Good night.
Let's go, baby. Thank you.
Seahawks, with the tradition, are going to huddle up, whole team with their coach for one more time for this Seahawks team.
I'm sure no doubt there's going to be a lot of emotions down there in that huddle for a lot of these guys playing their last game here. And you hardly don't see high school seniors make it to the championship game in their final year. Of course, a lot of us want to win, run off into the sunset, but unfortunately tonight it wasn't meant to be. Rio Hondo came in here, they played dominance. But again, congratulations to Redondo for just an incredible season, and just happy to be part of it here this season on Redondo Sports as well.
Yeah, this has to be, again, as you said there, Edward, a very emotional moment for all the players and coaches there, as this was one of the most fun teams that I've personally ever seen coming from the Seahawks, and how their underdog mentality, they never lost it throughout, and how even though through adversity, like I've said before, they've fought through, and they have created a unique culture, and one which is one to honestly admire.
Seahawks look to be taking a picture.
Hey, Mason, you want any other shots or are we good? Ten 4.
What? A little bit. Let's go here. Ready, 3, 2. What up, baby? 3, 2, 1. Side pick it? Oh, 3, 2, 1. You're not in the picture. Tyler. Stay right here. Come on, over here. Look at Tim. Look at Tim. All right, cheerleaders. Back up. Yeah! Baited right there. They called him. They called him.
What a night here at the CIF Championship. The Rio Hondo Prep Cares are your CIF 2025 Southern Section Division 5 champions. We want to thank you for joining us for this incredible matchup, but most of all for joining us for this incredible football season. Don't forget to follow Redondo Sports on all of our social media platforms for highlights, behind-the-scene content, and updates throughout the week. From Coven Mystery, Edward Rantasso, Julius Choi, Matthew Crawford, and our entire crew at Redondo Sports, thank you for watching all season long, and good night.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent from Ironclad Digital Media. Redondo Sports would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.